guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Glenda Chavez, and if you're not yet subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave so that you don't miss any future videos. With that being said, for today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to distress your own furniture using chalk paint. So if you want to see how I achieve that look with this furniture, then just keep watching.
As with any refurbishing project, you guys already know, we start by cleaning it up with just some warm water and soap. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm just gonna lightly sand it just to remove the shine so that our paint can adhere a little bit better. Once I am done sanding, then I go ahead and I clean off my furniture with just a lint-free cloth just to remove all of the dust and dirt away from the furniture. And then I'm going to be priming, as you can see, with my Kills. I always usually use Kills. There are other brands of primer out there, but I prefer the Kills. At least it's worked well for me so far. So I'm going to just put one coat, a single coat of primer on my furniture piece. So the BEHR chalk paint comes in two different bases, a dark base and a light base. I went with the light base because I was going to be using a light color that I was going to choose from one of their lines, and I went ahead and chose white, as you guys saw. Obviously, if you were getting a dark color, then you would choose the dark base chalk paint. I did enjoy the fact that you can tint the color to whatever color you find from one of their lines, but I did not enjoy the fact that this paint is actually kind of streaky and you need more than one coat to cover completely. Although chalk paint does dry quickly, I did allow an hour and a half for full dry time. I'm using the dry brush method in order to achieve the distressed look. The chalk paint that I'm using is from Home Decor, and I bought it at the Hobby Lobby. I will leave a link in the description below for you guys so that you guys can access this paint if you guys are interested. Also, we'll be leaving all of the links for all of the other products that I'll be using in this video. So as you see here, you want to apply your paint with a super light hand and gentle strokes. The trick to making the distress look natural is to really apply the paint in places your furniture would naturally distress, like corners, grooves, seams, etc. Another thing to keep in mind when doing this is that you don't want to do a single pass. You want to do some that are thicker, some that are thinner, something that would look a little bit more natural so that you have a difference in dimensions, sizes, depth, that sort of stuff. Another way to add more depth and dimension is to use a second color for your distressed look. I'm using more of a dark gray, almost brown tinted color here. This is really helping to add more of that distressed look. If you wanted to, you could even use a third color. I actually like the way this piece ended up with just using these two different colors. To really get a seamless look and really blend everything together, I went ahead and took one of my sanding discs, folded it in half, and just lightly went over the colors so that I could sand them and kind of blend them a little bit better together. I really do suggest doing this before sealing with wax or whatever sealer you decide to use. The reason for this is because sometimes you may be a little too heavy-handed, if you'll notice when you go back and look at the different strokes that you made, and this can help with that. It can help to diminish and kind of lighten some of the harsher strokes and really, like I said, blend everything really seamlessly and really well together. To seal, I'm going to be using the wax from BEHR, and I'm going to be applying it with a natural bristle brush that I purchased off of Amazon. You want to apply a thin, even layer throughout the entire piece and then allow it to dry for at least 2 hours, I would say, before you polish it.
For today's video, you guys. I hope that you truly enjoyed today's video or you learned something new with my technique in order to do your distressed furniture, and I hope it inspires you to tackle on that project that you've been thinking about but haven't really known how to tackle it. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit that post notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. I upload every single Sunday, so I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.